Okay, so in this video I am going to continue transportation problem, which I already have discussed in 3 different parts, part 1, part 2 and part 3. If you go to see part 1, part 2, part 3, you will see some basic concept in part 1, and in part 2 there is some examples over the questions, and in part 3 I have taken the stepping stone method, that is for the optimal solution. So if you move from part 1, part 2, part 3, and now I am going to prepare this part 4. So if you move from according to the part, then you will be more confident over the concept of different types of question, because in all the part just I try to move means in order for your understanding. It will be easy for you to understand the concept if you move according to the part. So okay, go to visit all the part and try to understand the concept. Here I am going to solve this problem, same problem already have solved in part 3. So here I am going to solve this problem by using the UV method. In part 3 I have applied a stepping stone method to find the optimal solution. Here I am going to apply UV method to find the optimal solution. So this method is also very easy method, and just try to see how to apply UV method and how to get the solutions and how to ensure these solutions is itself is an optimal solution. So all these steps I am going to explain in a detail. Before going to explain UV method, I am going to solve this problem again by applying the Vogel's approximation method, just for the understanding, because this problem already have solved in last videos in part 3, and in part 1, part 2, I think in part 1 or part 2 also I have solved. I am exact, I don't have remember in which part I have solved, but this problem already have been solved. So just I am going for your more confidence. If you go like this, here itself I will solve this problem by applying the Vogel's approximation method, and I will move by taking this initial basic feasible solution to apply the UV method and to get the optimal result. So now I am going to first apply the Vogel's approximation method to Vogel's approximation method. Vogel's approximation, VAM abbreviated. So I am going to apply Vogel's approximation for getting initial basic feasible solution. So I am moving fast because it is already there. So just be confident and try to understand. See here, in Vogel's approximation, first we need to find the penalty for each rows and each column. So for these first rows, least value is 6 and next to least value is 8. So we need to first find the difference. So difference is 2. Here difference least is 7. Next least is 9. Difference is 2. Least is 5. Least difference is 9. 4. This is the difference. So we can say these are the penalties. Now here 8, 9. Difference 1. 6 and 9. Difference 3. 10 and 13. Difference 3. 5 and 7. Difference 2. So out of all these different penalties, we can see easily this 4 is going to give you the more penalty. So now we are going to consider this 4, and rest of others penalties is going to erase. So now we are going to concentrate over this particular penalty and just enter into this row and find which cost is going to give you the least cost. So this 5 is going to give you the least cost. So here we will move, this 30 will move here. So this 30 is already demands have got fulfilled. So now there is no demand, this is the 10. So row already have decided, under this row there is no more demand. Now next again we have to move for the next penalty. 8 minus 9 1, penalty 6 9 3, penalty 10 13 3. If you go here 8 6 2 and 9 12 13 9 14 5. So these are the penalties. Again we are going to enter into the same row, because if you compare all these penalty, 5 is a more. So we need to enter into the same row here, and we need to find which one is going to give you the least cost. So this 9 is going to give the least cost. So 10 and 20 will compare. 10 will enter into the row. This is going to finish from the supply points. Now this will become the 10. Now 10 more demands are left, and because this have got finished, so now these cells are going to finish now. Here the difference is 8 minus 9 1, 6 12 6, 10 13 3. If you are going to see here 6 8 2, 9 12 3. So these are the penalty. Out of these penalty, these 6 are going to give you the more penalty, and in this column this 6 is going to give you the least cost. So here we'll compare this 10 with this 35. So 10 will get entered. So this 10 I've got finished. Now there is a 25. So now then again we need to go for the next steps. So here again penalty 8, 9, 1. Here there is no more penalty. Here 10, 13, 3. If you are going in this 10, 8, 8, 10, 2, 2 of difference, 9 and 13, 4 of difference. So now this 4 is going to give you the largest penalty. So now we are going to enter in this particular row. This 9 is the least cost. So compare this 45 with 50. 45 is going to enter. Now it is 0. Now I have got finished. This is 5. These steps have got finished. Rest these 2 are left. Out of these 2, 10 is the least value. So this 20 will enter here. So this already have finished. This one is a 5. At the end you will see only 5 and 5 are left. So 5 will enter here. All supply and demand have got finished. If you are going to solve this one to find the initial basic feasible solution, so you will see just need to multiply 10 into 6 plus 25 into 10, all allocated cell. Just you need to multiply with 45 into 9 plus 5 into 13 plus 10 into 9 plus 30 into 5. So result will be 1020. Already have solved this problem. So I remember the result. So 1020. Just if you want to confirm, just go for the calculation. This is just a multiplication addition, nothing else, and confirm. This is 1020. So initial basic feasible solution by applying Vogel's approximation method is 1020. This is the result now. Okay, so we have got this result by applying. Now I am going to apply the UV method. UV method, very easy method, very simple, and generally we call this method to MODI method also. MODI method, modified distribution method. MODI method is nothing, that is the modified distribution method. So UV method and MODI method are same. So how to apply this MODI method? So first we need to copy this table. Very easy procedure, just move step by step and try to understand how to find the solution. So first copy means just copy 8, 6, 10, 9, 12, 13 and 7, 14, 9, 16, 5. These are the cost. Per unit cost already I have given. Here I have given quantities at demand point, quantities at supply point. I have given. These are the number of product. So okay, these questions already given. Now just we mark where already have got allocated cell. So this cell is called allocated cell. 10, 25, 45, 5, 10 and 30. So now this cell is called allocated cell. Just for the confirmation, just try to add 25 plus 10, 35, 45 plus 5, 50, 10 plus 30, 40. Here also 45, 10 plus 10, 20, 25 plus 5, 30, 30. Yeah, it's right. So okay, so we got this result from Vogel's approximation method. So this is called initial basic feasible solution. Now we are going to apply the UV method. To apply the UV method, first we need to write U and V. Name itself is going to say U and V. You need to write this is the UV method concept. V1, V2, V3, V4. So we need to find all these U and V first. So how to find U and V? U and V can be found by applying, by getting the values from the allocated cell. Before going to apply the U and V, first we need to confirm either the allocated cells, whatever the allocated cells, total 6 numbers of allocated cells are here. So it is enough, or it means it is not going to satisfy the condition to move for the optimal solution to apply the UV method, or to apply the another method which already have discussed before to find the optimal solution. So here to apply the method to get the optimal solution, before going to that steps, first we need, because I already have solved a stepping stone method I have applied in previous videos. In this video I am going to apply the UV method. Whatever method you are going to apply, first you need to solve, you need to check either the conditions of allocated cells are going to fulfill or not. If not going to fulfill, then we will go for the another steps that will explain into the next videos. But here just to try to understand if this condition is going to fulfill, then how to proceed to get the optimal solution. So here the condition m plus n minus 1 is equal to number of allocated cell. M plus n, m is the number of rows, n is the number of column. So how many rows? There are 3 rows. How many columns? There are 4 columns. Minus 1. How many allocated cell? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just calculate. 3 plus 4, 7 minus 1, 6. 6 is equal to 6. It means this condition is true. So now we can proceed to find the u and v. So now here we can go to find the u and v. So initially we need to put u1 as a 0. That is the fixed one. Here we cannot make any changes. That is the fixed one. To put u1 as a 0. Once if you are going to put the u1 0, there is a formula. Formula is what? Cij is equal to ui plus vj. Ui and vj is what? Ui and vj is, suppose this one is a u1, this one v1, this one is a c11. u1 v1 c11. Cij is equal to ui plus vj. Like c here, c12 first or second column, c12 u1 v2. So very simple to just go for the calculation. So just to check what is Cij? Cij is 8 and here is a 0. So if you are going to put 8 means 0 plus 8, result will be 8. No, this condition is fulfilled. 0, sorry. This value is only, we can find u and v only for the allocated cell. Sorry, here. So here 0, 6, 6. So Cij is 6. So 0 plus 6. Now we can say this is the 6. Here this is 10. Here this is 0. 0 plus 10 we can say. No, this is right. 0 plus 6 I have got 6. 0 plus 10 I have got 10. For this allocated cell, because these values have not got still, this v is 3. This Cij is 13. 10 plus 3. 10 plus 3, 13. Okay, now. So we can move for this one. Because this one is a 9. Here is a 3. So 6 plus 3, 9. Very simple. Very fast can move to find the value. And here you can say where we already have got this value u3. We can get u3 by the help of this allocated cell. So this value is 9. 6 plus 3. So this 6 plus 3 will give 9. This one is left. So here this one is already 3. And this one is a 5. So 3 plus 2, 5. So you can go for to find the u and v value by applying this method. So this u and v can get only by can get from the allocated cell only. So now we already have got u1, u2, u3, v1, v2, v3. Just go for the checking. So here what is the result? 0 plus 6, 6. 0 plus 10, 10. Okay. 3 plus 6, 9. 3 plus 10, 13. 3 plus 6, 9. 5, 2 plus 3, 5. So for all allocated cell, all the calculation is perfect. So now u and v we already have got u and v. So now we need to move for the next step. What is the next step? Next step we need to check, is there any conditions for the unallocated cells. Check for unallocated cell. Allocated cell. What to check? Here we need to check Cij minus ui plus vj must be greater than 0, means positive. If it is positive, it means this result itself is an optimal solution. If at any unallocated cell is going to give the result negative, it means there is a chance to go for the optimization. It means this result, whatever I have got from the Vogel's approximation method, this result is not an optimal solution. So we can get an optimal solution by applying the UV method. But sometimes, because Vogel's approximation method is one of the best method, generally we consider to find the initial basic feasible solution. Sometimes Vogel's approximation method gives an optimal solution. So that's why I'm saying here, if all the unallocated cell is going to give the result positive, means this result is going to give positive, it means this result itself is an optimal solution. So just check means Cij for unallocated cell. So here for this cell I'm going to check for checking for this cell. This is the unallocated cell C11. So what is the formula? Cij. What is the Cij? 8. Ui 0. Vj 6. 0 plus 6, 6. 8 minus 6, 2. 2 means positive. So here have got positive. Parallel, just you check for unallocated cell. Cij is 9. U 0, V 2. 0 plus 2, 2. 9 minus 2, 7. 7 is positive. So now this one is also positive. This one 12. This one 12. Cij 12. U I 3. Vj 6. 3 plus 6, 9. 12 minus 9, 3. This is also positive. So here 13. 3 plus 10. 3 plus, sorry, for unallocated. This is 7. 3 plus 2, 5. 7 minus 5, 2. Positive. Here for this unallocated cell, 3 plus 6, 9. 14 minus 9, positive. Here 16. 3 plus 10, 13. 16 minus 13, 3, positive. So here there is no chance to move to get the, and means none of the cells is going to ensure, means there is another chance to move from some allocated cell to some unallocated cell to get the some minimum result. So there is no chance to go for the minimization, because this result itself is a minimized result. This result itself is a means minimum transportation cost, so we cannot go for further to reduce this cost. So this cost itself is an optimal solution. Optimal solution will always be optimal. Optimal means there is no variations. If you are going to apply either UV method, either you are going to apply the stepping stone method over either over the Vogel's approximation method or northwest corner cell method or least cost cell method, at any initial basic feasible solution you are going to apply the concept, your result must be 1020 for this question. It means there is no other result for the optimal solution. Optimal solution must be unique. So optimal solution for this question is 1020. This is the optimal result, because there is no chance to go for the reduction. So I think you have got the concept, because this is very easy, very simple concept to apply to find the optimal solution through the UV method. And we already have seen a stepping stone method is also one of the easy method. So you can go either of these two methods if have not mentioned in the question paper. If in the question paper have mentioned, you need to solve by applying this particular method, either a stepping stone or UV method, then you have to go for the particular approach. And sometimes also I have mentioned for the initial basic feasible solution, first to apply the initial basic feasible solution, means like a northwest corner cell method, then go for the go to find the feasible solution by applying UV method. So they mention in the question, then you need to go in this respects only. If I have not mentioned, just I have mentioned to find the optimal solution, then you may apply any of the method, either Vogel's or northwest or least cost, to find the initial basic feasible solution, and either of these two methods, either stepping stone or UV method, MODI method, to get the optimal solution. So you can go either of these two methods to get the optimal solution. Okay, so I think you have got the concept, and it's very easy, and you do practice as maximum as possible. So okay, all the best. Thank you very much.